What's up, everybody? I'm back. You guys already know what time it is with this cat right here. I don't talk about it, I stay about it. Once again, people, just to remind you guys, this is a fitness channel with a twist, people. And for those of you that are new to my channel, what I mean by that is I will always start off talking about fitness, nutrition, or overall health in general. I give out free tips on how to improve your daily lifestyle, I should say, when it comes to your health, because I'm a living specimen of over a half a century old that you could still be fit and that age is just a number. But anyways, people, and one thing too, I ramble a lot. I bounce around from topic to topic. Today we're gonna shoot from the hips. That's normally what I do, is shoot from the hips. But before I go and do that, I gotta give a shout out to my channel members, my subscribers, everybody that's been interacting with my channel. I appreciate you guys very much. Make sure you hit that thumbs up or thumbs down. Hit the like and hit the subscribe button. Put your notification bell and all. That way you get notified of the content that I be dropping. Today's going to be a little bit shorter because I got a couple things that I want to ask the audience to see which you would prefer me to elaborate on, because there's a couple new guys here on the YouTube. Let's just put it that way, man. You know what I mean? They both have good content. Of course, they they got an internal war going on with certain individuals, and like I said, I'm no part of that. I'm here for the entertainment. This right here, social media, is therapeutic for me. But anyways, people, with that being said, I am a full-time online fitness coach. If you want to get started with your fitness journey, you know what time it is. Hit me up, highpowerfitness.net. I'm going to give you a few good things that you could eat that are really good for your body. Very beneficial. Eggs, okay? Eggs are good for the brain. Water. Water is good for the kidneys, people. Cabbage is good for the liver. Cucumber is good for the skin. Oranges are good for the colon. Ginger is good for the lungs. Avocados are great for the heart. Carrots are good for the eyes. Fresh tomatoes are good for the prostate. Red bell peppers are good for your lungs. Green beans are good for your bones. Now, here's the two that are very important as well. Exercise. That's good for your overall health in general. And it doesn't have to be extreme, people. I tell you guys this day in, day out. I'll probably get clowned for this, but I do a fucking Jane Fonda workout, man. My workouts are so easy, and it keeps me looking the way I look. Why? Because there's a science behind this. Nutrition is key, people. I'm telling you, 80% of your results are going to come from nutrition. I actually believe it's a higher percentage for me because my exercises are very simple. It takes a no-brainer to run them in. And that's the way my program is done, man. I create simple workouts for every individual, for the beginner that's never even worked out in his life. Easy to understand, and that's, like I said, what I do. I customize workout plans. Every workout comes with videos giving you how many sets and repetitions you're supposed to do for every workout. And it's tracked on my personalized training app. I also dial in your nutrition. Nutrition is very important. I'll teach you about nutrition. I'll teach you the benefits of certain foods and other foods that are more harmful to you. That's what I do here. I'm a full-time online fitness coach, people. So if you want to get going on becoming that best version of yourself, you know what time it is. Hit me up, highpowerfitness.net. If you need some more reassurance, go check out my Instagram, highpowerfitness, high_power_fitness_. I have years of material there. I have team members' testimonials. I have non-team members' testimonials. I have transformations. I have some starter meals that you can start off with, you know, and they're very beneficial. You'll get some basic results. And then once you want to take it to the next level, you would know, hit this cat up right here, man. It's ain't nothing to it but to do it. You can't fucking talk about it, you just gotta be about it. One last food that I left out, and I saved this one for last because I know you men out there that are seeking or purchasing those pills or whatever, those fucking help me out daddy pills. Start eating watermelon, man. Eat a lot of fresh watermelon. That's a natural aphrodisiac for erections. Okay? Yeah. But anyways, people, now with that being said, you know what time it is. It's time to move on to the twist, man. Check this out, man. There's this individual that's out here on social media. I subscribe to him. I like his content. I like his get down. Mr. Ronnie, former Nazi lowrider. I heard one of his videos this morning when I was working out. So, yeah, he was, you know what I mean? He was a Nazi lowrider. He's got a new title that came out. He's the New Lowriders. At the end of the day, he's going to get heat regardless, coming from his people and other people as well, because you could never and you will never please everybody. You know, it's just, that's the way life is, you know. This individual, I see his agenda. Now, this is besides the feud that he had. Well, I don't even know if I would label it as a feud. The hatred that he has towards another individual, and I'm not going to put the individual's name out here. If you guys know, you guys know. I'm a subscriber and supporter of both of them. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight. It is what it is at the end of the day. Both these individuals have had people try to put jackets on them, but there's no erasing what they did. You know what I mean? The life that they lived. They were both lifers. They did things that people could only imagine people doing. They actually lived that life. Why? Because that was their home. You know, so we all know anyone that's done time, you're just there existing. You gotta go by what's going down in the yarda. Everything that's went on behind them walls and that pertains behind them walls belongs behind them walls. The way we were brought up, well, you know, I wasn't a lifer, but the klecha that I was given, I apply it to my daily life. It helps me in survival. It's a good way to survive. Whether people still want to run that in, their ways that they were taught behind them walls, it's entirely up to them. And like I've said in the past, because Mr. Ronnie spoke on the 50-50 yards, I was never put in the position that that man was put in. I could say what I'm going to say right here, that I wouldn't have ran that and I would do the mashika. We all say that. You know what I mean? But you weren't put in that man's position. He was down for decades. I mean, no matter how you look at it, what is right and what is wrong, but it's a fucking no-brainer. Really, the individual, from what I'm starting to understand now, the individuals that had to go sit over there on the 50-50 yards, they had to put up, I don't know, he used the word for it, guards, color guards or something like that, where you just had to ignore the people that you were living around, you know what I mean? And the way to do that is by not asking. And it kind of like reflects on what I say out here when I'm standing in that Walmart line. I'm not going to question the individual that I'm talking to. Are you fucking kidding me? His life isn't going to affect my life. It's just somebody that was talking to me with respect, and I gave him that mutual respect back. Now, I'm more than sure the people that are behind them walls living on them 50-50 yards, they're well aware of the individuals that have bad jackets on them. But they're not going to go around and do what every last individual here on the Meshikas here on social media claimed that they would do, because only that man knows what he did. And from what I hear, I could be wrong. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody tallying over there. You know, you just got to be in existence over there living amongst piece of shits. And that's the test. And like I've said in the past, CDC is ruthless. They play chess. They don't play checkers. If you really want your freedom that bad, they're going to see what you're going to do. But they got to keep it within legal standards, you know, because they ain't trying to get sued, even though they have a very powerful fucking union, one of the strongest around. But they're not dumb either, you know what I mean? So they set it up where they see themselves benefiting in the future. They want to see people wreck. That way they can slam them down again. There's an agenda. There's a motive behind everything that the fucking CDC does. You think they're going to give you and not expect something back? Come on now. That's just the way the CDC works. And yes, I know I could say myself right now, yeah, I would go over there and get off. But I wasn't a lifer. You could go over there and get off and, you know, get taken out of that yard and removed to another yard. Okay, cool. But a lifer that wants to get out and go spend time with his family, he has a different thought process. Hold on, people. I'm going to have to put up my umbrella. I'm telling you, my phone ended up turning off on me because it's going to overheat. But anyways, people, I want to bring this video to an end, man, because, you know, it gets very touchy, because I get the backlash, which I don't really give a fuck. All you fucking flakes and frauds and trollos that are out here claiming that you're something that you aren't. You are not about that life. Because like I've said in videos in the past, if you're really about that life, catch a cargo, get you that case, go over there and get put on one of them 50-50 yards, and man, have at it. You got trophies walking around everywhere. Be that Mashika that you're claiming. Because here on social media, you're just a trollo, a Mashika in his own mind, in his own fairy tale. But I tell you one thing, what I'm starting to notice, for those of you that are familiar with pencil whipping, I guess this is the new way of pencil whipping. It's keyboard lashing. Motherfuckers out here just lashing at people, trying to smut them up. It's crazy. But anyways, people, with that being said, man, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, put your notification bell on all if you want to get started on your fitness journey. highpowerfitness.net, baby. You know what I mean? Get you going, give you that blueprint, and get you some results. 90 days, you could drop to 30 pounds of fat and build muscle at the same time. Now, with that being said, get up and get yours. Let's do this.